3 or 4 years ago, I was in the studio with this guy, Jonathan Salas. He told me
He told me I was
he
terrible.
told me that. No, come on.
Trash, bro. You're trash.
What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? This is Jonathan Salas. I'm here with the Moore boys. What's up, guys? We got Ryan Moore.
What's up? What's up?
Chris Moore.
Peace.
Marcus Moore. We are just finishing up their creative conference at Living Way Family Church. It was an awesome time of fellowship, an awesome time to create, to connect with other creative people, videographers, photographers, musicians, worship leaders, and singers. It was phenomenal. I had a great time personally. It was an awesome time. Thank you guys for having me. It was awesome. But I wanted to ask you guys today, in the heat of Brownsville, Texas,
Humid heat.
humid heat, what are some of like the biggest obstacles, the biggest things that creatives deal with? Like on a personal level, on a spiritual level?
Yeah.
What would you say?
I feel like insecurity, like with knowing like if it's gonna be good or not.
Yeah.
Or if people are gonna like it or not.
Yeah, for
Like,
sure.
I think that's like the biggest challenge. Like if I'm producing something or like just playing guitar over something, like almost like, but it's kind of like a downfall, but it's kind of like a good thing because like I'm pushing myself to the limit.
Yeah.
It's almost like an insecurity if you let yourself fail.
Yeah.
Or fall short. But if you keep pushing and pushing, you can come up with something really great.
Yeah. What say you, Ryan?
Yeah, I would say, like, you know, sometimes we just get obsessed with our babies.
Yeah, exactly.
And like we want to, you know, develop that baby, but I think a lot of helping that baby is, you know, getting the help. You know, a baby can grow more with a mommy and a daddy. You know what I'm saying? So like if you had multiple people around that baby, around that song, around that video, getting more minds together, you can really create something huge. I think that's a big obstacle, just trying to do it all yourself.
Yeah, you know,
and not incorporating other people.
Teamwork makes the
teamwork.
dream work.
Yeah.
Right, I think TD.
exactly.
I think TD said that. No, but teamwork does make the dream work, and a lot of times, like you say, the babies are the songs, the graphics, the videos, the productions that we put together ourselves. But you know, it's always better to have someone else to be a soundboard, because we can't do it all ourselves.
Yeah.
What about you, Mark?
I think using your discouragements to kind of get to where you need to go. Sometimes your downfalls kind of make you who you are, and don't let them just like plummet you down. Just use them to kind of get better at your craft, and use them to work and become better. And like y'all were saying, I think having somebody to bounce things off of is huge. Like if you don't have that person that you can go to and that you trust, that they've got a good, insightful idea on like the way things should look or the way things should sound, then it's going to be hard doing things on your own. It's really hard to carry everything on your own back.
Yeah. Have you ever experienced something where you created something and then somebody said something about it and it like totally crushed you, or you got really ticked? I know for me that happens almost daily.
It happened, you know, 3 or 4 years ago. I was in the studio with this guy, Jonathan Salas. He told me
He told me I was
he
terrible.
told me that.
No, come on.
Trash, bro. You're trash.
No, but you know, like a lot of times musicians, we're like our life is a big roller coaster of being so proud and cocky, and then being so insecure, and then proud and cocky and so insecure. So that's the way God kind of made us, because we create from that type of, you know, vibe. But it also can be our downfall because we're so thin-skinned sometimes.
But it really makes you better when you're listening to somebody else, listening to someone else critiquing what you do. Constructive criticism works every time.
Every time.
Yeah.
And
Just the way you receive it.
Yeah.
If you can't receive it from a soft heart, and it's not going to work.
Yeah.
Like if you're hardened heart, just leave the room.
Yeah.
Like you're not helping anybody. You're not becoming better. You're just making yourself worse.
I almost feel like when I'm not open, like say this like guy that helps me out in the studio, Ricky, like if I don't have him to keep me level-headed, I can just lull around in an idea forever.
Yeah.
And if I'm not open, I can let my pride kind of like push that person away and not like actually come to an agreement on something quicker, if that makes any sense. Because a lot of times in the whatever arena you're in, you need to come up with something quick or get it done kind of quick, and I don't feel like I get it done quick without that level-headed person saying, hey, like what you're doing actually right now is actually really good, and you should keep going that way, that direction.
Person's just like an encourager, like Angela.
Yeah,
like
my
having,
sister.
Yeah, dude, having a
Shout out
person
to
like
Angela.
that just really pushing you and making you believe that you can do something good is.
Other people have different perspectives. Like me and Chris work together on song stuff. I do a lot of songwriting, and I'll bring the song to him, and we'll start developing it. And he hears something that I don't hear.
Yeah.
And so when we incorporate things together, and I hear things he doesn't hear, it just makes for a great
Spectrum. Sometimes we're so afraid of failure, we don't want to create, right? So we're like, and that's like, the fear of failure is the biggest enemy to creativity.
Yep.
So like sometimes if you're too afraid to disappoint people or get criticism, it keeps you from creating, and that's the enemy.
That's good. Yeah.
Well, guys, thank you for chatting with me. Had a great time at y'all's conference. I hope to be back next time, and we'll see you guys later. Bye.